I wake up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And then 6 a.m. I meditate for an hour. And then 7 a.m. Routine is good, but those guys that like go hard, like I feel like it's just they're selling something always.
I
You
kind
should
of.
always mingle with the artists that come over too.
You know what's weird? When I get around creative people,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like I'm creative too, but sometimes I feel like I don't like belong in the room. Is that
Really?
weird? Yeah. There's just, one thing I wish would happen. The guy I did it with helped promote it too. You don't even put it on your story. I look on your story. Pierre, nothing of 2 tracks.
Woo. So you're ready for mom to come over?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the last time I saw mom. I think it might be more than a year. Oh, no, about a year. Because last time I saw her was the holidays.
Oh yeah, for me it'd be a year because they came for last Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good that you get to see her before you. Because where are you going again for Thanksgiving?
Going to Portland.
Portland.
Yeah, going to Portland.
Are you going to there for Max? Like, or does he live there or no?
Sarah's family is like having a Thanksgiving thing.
Oh.
Yeah. She has a small family, so they don't do it too much. So
okay.
this would be, and then supposedly everyone wanted to meet me.
Oh.
So I'm excited. We'll see.
Have you not met the extended family before, or
Just her parents, I think.
Oh.
Her parents and a brother, immediate family.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
But she has like a cousin that wants to, who just had a kid, and he wants him to be a music producer, and he's like a baby infant. Sarah's telling me. I was like,
baby infant.
How does he know he wants to be a producer? And then Sarah's like, he was just saying like he's got a cool, like he just feels it or something. So that'd be a fun conversation.
It's funny. It's like how like Asian dads want their sons to be doctors, and he's like, "You're gonna be a music producer. I don't care.
You're gonna be a music producer." That'd be crazy. I feel like if mom and dad really want me to become a music producer, I probably would have not been a music producer. Just knowing me.
They make you stick to the piano lessons, but it's actually cool piano lessons.
Yeah.
Classical.
It's like, no, you're not gonna learn this classical music. You're gonna learn you're gonna study Kanye West's production.
You're gonna listen to each of his albums straight through.
College dropout 24/7 for the next 3 weeks. You have to
What
study
is college
it.
for you? No, that's not an option. That's too expensive for you.
Yeah. No, but I'm excited for mom to come over. Like she'll be, I guess dad is doing some seminar in Long Beach.
Mm-hmm.
So mom's gonna be staying with us.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited for them. I think we should do an episode with them, or mom at least.
Oh my God, that'd be so funny.
I know. I think that'd be good. She'd be
feel
so
like
scared.
She'd be so nervous.
Yeah.
Just seeing the setup, even though it's just iPhones and like a light, it's like for her, it's like, whoa, hold on.
He's like, can I say that?
Can I say that? I know. It's funny how they're always like commenting. Dad's like giving his tips.
Yeah, I know.
He's like, focus on the shorts.
Yeah,
like, it's working for you, you know?
I know, but he always does that. Even I remember when you started producing music, he was like, get into EDM. That's the new thing.
Yeah.
He's like always looking at the market.
Yeah. I love how dad's always like sending me, he's like using like a new DJ software or something.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
did he show you his AI one that he's been using?
No, which one?
Oh, it's not that impressive. It's like he puts 2 songs and they mix it in for him.
Oh, okay.
Which is like very easy to do from a DJ perspective. But, for him, he's like, oh, I don't even have to do the work.
Yeah. Like, I feel like I get the same thing from dad because I notice it when he talks about music stuff. Is like, he'll get all the software and like kind of learn it, but never actually does anything with it. Sometimes I feel like I get that way.
Yeah.
Where I let the technology get in the way and then like never actually do anything.
No,
but
you just get so invested in it.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a nerd like you, so
yeah.
I could just tell from both of your YouTube channels, your YouTube suggestions and recommendations. Yours is like audio, how to mix really well, how to get the drums really nice, and Dad's like how to get a new formula into Excel.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And you were telling me you have multiple YouTube accounts to keep the algorithms like separate.
Yeah. It's so that like if ever like a girl wants to look at my YouTube, I know which page to show.
I'm dead.
Yeah. So my cool one, right? That I'll
Yeah,
show
yeah.
girls is this under the Sobel name.
Uh-huh.
So that's gonna be like how to create content, how to make videos, how to
No.
bet new tricks to DJs, DJ mixes, music production stuff, right? Oh my god, that's the worst thing. If a girl ever saw my other YouTube channel, they'd be
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck are you watching?"
No, what's the one that's on here? Because it's always like Asian podcasts,
no.
and I'm just kind of
Oh,
like,
okay. Okay. No. The Asian podcast I like. I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed of that. It's the other ones. It's all the Ukraine first person shooter video or like what else is on there? The history of the Targaryens.
that's Dad's YouTube for sure too. Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. I thought
Yeah.
so. I thought it was just me and Dad who have
Uh-huh.
that weird taste for like seeing like war videos.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then
yeah.
I was talking to my barber, and he was like, "Bro, I watch police shooting videos all the time."
Oh my god, I used to be kind of into that too. Like back
Yeah.
when the internet was new, there was like these websites that would show like
Mhm.
I remember it was like eBum's World. This is like circa back like a
Oh my
long time
gosh.
ago, and like it would just show crazy videos. Like it was always like crazy shit happening in Brazil.
In Brazil,
Yeah, and it's like made me never want to go to Brazil ever.
like the favela gangs. And
Yeah,
all
it's
that?
like it's like just like guys on motorcycles like just shooting, robbing people and then shooting them. It's like, oh my god, it scarred me, I think.
Oh my god.
But it's funny, like Dad's really into that too, but Sarah's grandpa is really into that. And well, here's the thing, right? He's like elderly,
Uh-huh.
and he started a YouTube channel, and what he does is kind of like
Oh, right.
he kind of has like these trail cameras,
Mhm.
right? And then it's just around his neighborhood in Morro Bay, and he caught one. He caught a video of a coyote fighting with a cat, and then obviously the cat loses.
Oh,
And
God.
I was like, when he showed it to us, me and Sarah were like, oh, you have to like do like a clickbait title, like coyote kills cat, you know? And then as the hashtag, put nature's metal, which is like kind of like the same thing Dad watches. Like he'll just
Yeah.
watch like lion versus gazelle, you know?
The ultimate battle.
And like for a long time, he was not getting many views, just like the family watching.
Yeah.
And then that one went off.
Oh
Yeah.
The cat versus what was it?
Coyote versus cat.
Cat.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what was the title? Was it coyote versus cat?
I think so, something like that. We told him to make it
Oh.
like really extreme like that, and it went viral. I think it's at like 700K.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! I dream. I dream.
I know, right? And then all the comments in the section was like, "Oh my god, this is why you don't let your cats outside." Yeah, and like, and it's all, and there's other comments like, "This is just nature working,"
Oh my god!
you know. And
It's- yeah.
and he loves it. He was like, "Oh my!" And then he's like really into it now. And now he's like, we see new videos. He has like an email list he sends out to his family.
Oh.
And Sarah will show me like a new one, and then it's funny. It's like it's just interesting.
Damn. So it just takes that one video sometimes.
Yeah,
and
it
that
does.
that clickbaity title. you
Yeah,
know?
but I just like with me like I hate that too. Like when my algorithm changes, like you know we put the dog TV on.
Oh
when
my
we
god!
leave.
Yeah, that was the first thing I noticed when I
Yeah,
go on
yeah.
YouTube and I have to change it to mine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like dogs, a TV for
Yeah.
dogs.
I always just like click not interested, and it always changes it.
Oh.
Or, like for example, right now I'm just kind of like watching tennis videos because I want to learn how to get better. Me and Sarah started playing,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
and I really love it. And I'm like, I have a horrible what they call forehand. We've been playing for a long time, and I didn't realize there's like
Oh.
forehand, backhand. So I'm just looking back at all the times we played at the court, and we must look like idiots.
Oh my
but that's fine.
god!
Man. We're beginners.
You know, I have a lot of friends who actually are really good at tennis, or they play a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, like especially all my friends at work.
yeah.
They play tennis, and then Elisa, and then do you remember Christina? Her
Oh
James
yeah,
friend?
yeah.
They play tennis a lot too.
Oh,
Like
wow.
I've seen them like in
Yeah.
videos, proper form.
And you know, it's funny. We started with pickleball. Well, I only played one game of pickleball
Mhm.
because Sarah's
Mhm.
grandpa is really into it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I was hanging out with Perry, and Perry is a tennis player. And then I told him, "Oh, you try pickleball?" And he was
Mhm.
like, "I hate pickleball. It's the worst. They take over the tennis
Wait,
courts."
Perry said that?
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, "Whoa, damn! The tennis players really do hate pickleball players."
Yeah.
And now that I play tennis,
Uh-huh.
I hate them too now.
Oh my god,
Because
why? You gotta
the
share
park,
the court.
the park we go to,
Uh-huh.
Like they're always taking up the court, and they take it for so long. Like,
Oh my god.
and I just hate it.
That's interesting because I feel like there should be. I'm sure there's like some kind of like even when pickleball wasn't a thing, right?
Yeah.
Tennis ball players, like, wouldn't there be a system? Be like, okay, you have this amount of time, and then like, okay, like let's let someone else use it.
Yeah,
Or-
I mean, I'm still new to like playing on any tennis court, and I
Oh,
just like
true.
search the internet, and like
Yeah.
there's many opinions.
Yeah.
But it seemed like the consensus is like, oh yeah, you play like a game or 30-minute limit, even for tennis. You know, like
Yeah.
play for 30 minutes, and then if someone waiting, then let them in.
Ah.
But recently we went, and then there's this lady there, like playing with 3 kids. I'm like, okay, we'll just wait around. I just like kind of put my rackets like by the door, just to let them know, oh, I'm waiting. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's right, but someone did it to us,
Uh-huh.
so I'm like, I'm gonna do it too.
Yeah.
And so we just like walk Pierre around, and we come back, and the kids go, and then there's 2 new people that come in, and it looks like she's like training these people to play pickleball, and I'm just like,
wait,
oh
same
my
lady, but
God.
2 different like people with her.
Yeah, and it seemed like it because she was like training them, like, okay, there's 2 zones, blah 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 blah. And it's just so funny because she was taking it so seriously. And I get it. Like, I say I hate pickleball players, but I don't hate on the sport because it's good for like seniors and stuff that don't have good mobility anymore. It's
That's
like
true.
easier, you know?
Very easy. The barrier to
Yeah.
entry is not that.
But then, like, I see these, I'll get these clips now that I'm talking about it, you know, our phone listens to us. And I'll get these clips of like, you know, pickleball players, like really intense, like full on tournament, yada, yada. And like they have an audience and sponsors and stuff. And they're like really serious as if like they're actually playing tennis.
Yeah.
And I just think about it. I'm like, I don't ever want to watch someone play pickleball. You know, I'd rather just play. And it had me thinking. I was like, I'm looking at the audience, and I'm 100% sure like everyone in the audience is not there watching. They're just like people that lost in the tournament and now are just waiting to see who wins it. You know,
they try to contribute to the sport so it stays alive.
Yeah, I don't know, but Sarah's grandpa's like so obsessed with it. Like he's going on like a country tour of like different pickleball spots to like just check them out and talk to the pickleball players around the country.
What's the difference? Like, what's the difference other than they use smaller paddles and then I'm guessing
and it's a smaller court.
Oh, so they don't use the whole.
Yeah. So when they
court.
go to the tennis court, they just take half of the court, like one side of the net.
Oh.
So they could do 2.
Oh.
Yeah. And then like tennis players get pissed because they have to draw their own lines, so they'll tape down lines, and then now when tennis people play, it's like confusing because there's like more lines than there should be.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like a whole thing.
Damn.
And then there's pickleball courts around LA now. They're popping up.
I mean, they should be now because you're right. I've heard many people starting to get into it. I know at the office, they do it like every Wednesday. They go because we have courts in our
Sounds
office
about
area.
tech.
Yeah, yeah, very tech.
Yeah,
yeah, but they do that.
Are they older people that play, or is it like
no? It's the younger. They always invite me to play, but I'm like, nah.
You should try it. We have paddles. You should just give it a try. Maybe we'll get you into tennis.
Maybe. I mean, I feel like I already do enough physical activity.
Yeah.
So
like I never played tennis in my life. And the first time I played any kind of tennis was like pickleball with Sarah and her grandpa, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And then Sarah suggested we should just do tennis. And then I was like, ooh, I like this way more.
Tennis would be good for you.
It's way more of a workout.
No, yeah, because you have to. I mean, you've seen the videos and you heard the grunts, like
That's what I'm trying to get to, dude. Like, we'll be playing in the mornings, and there's like really good other people playing. We try to take the court that's like enclosed by itself because I'm like so bad that I'll hit the ball and it'll go to the other courts, and I don't want to disturb those guys.
Gotcha.
So that's another reason. And then for some reason, the pickleball players picked the court, the beginner court, to like always play in. So I hate them now. But you should give it a try. Like it might get you into actual tennis.
Maybe.
Like I remember I did like the Apple Watch workouts, and you pick tennis, and I played for an hour, and it said my active calories were like 400 or something, and the actual calories I lost was like 500. It was pretty good.
Interesting. See, I don't know if I would fit into my schedule now though, because I feel like I'm doing so much now.
Yeah, you have a really intense. Yeah, you have a really intense like workout thing, right?
Me?
No, yeah, you were like waking up at like 5 a.m.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. You've noticed this past week, I have at least gone to. Most of this week I've gone to the gym at night. at like
Oh yeah, you're right.
at the later hours of like maybe 8 or maybe even 10 o'clock. But I only go early just because, well, one, it's good to just do it in the start of the day. It's not really required to do it in the morning.
Yeah.
I just do it more because of my preference.
Mm.
But it's also because I wait less for equipment. Because if I go at like 5 right after work, then everyone's gonna be there. But you know what though? That kind of sucks with 5 a.m., right? That's supposed to be the hour that like barely anyone is there. But I don't know what it is, but
It's LA shit.
People are just fucking motivated now these days. And it's packed at 5 a.m. too.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I need these people to get unmotivated. Like I expected this in January, right? Yeah. But like by now, I expect people to not go into the gym or at least going at 5 o'clock so I can have my time. But no, everyone's fucking motivated right now. So I am dealing with that.
Funny.
Yeah.
It's LA for sure. Like everyone, like LA is the place where everyone cares about how they look, right? So
that's true. That's true.
So everyone's gonna be at the gym.
I don't know, because I've been going to the gym for like 2 or 3 years now, and I always notice I find the drop. Yeah. But this year, I don't know. I don't know if it's Andrew Huberman or some other podcast that's just motivating everyone.
I wake up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And then 6 a.m. I meditate for an hour. And then 7 a.m. And then it's already 4 p.m. I haven't even looked at my phone yet. Like, I hate those routine is good, but those guys that like go hard, like I wake up at 4 a.m. And I don't do this, and I take a cold shower, and then I take a like really like extreme. Like I feel like it's just they're selling something always.
I kind of adhere to it because I feel like these past 2 weeks I've been able to do that kind of strict routine. Because I find that it actually is more rewarding to me and it's more relaxing to me.
No, routines are good, but like the ones that are like so extreme, like, you know, I don't know, like you got to make every minute count, because I feel like if you follow those guys and you fail at it, then you feel guilty, or you feel like, I don't know, like you just, damn, I'll never be good enough. Or
there's definitely people like that. Like there's this black retired Navy SEAL that's always like that. He's like, stop being a pussy. Like I know that kind of guy. Like he's like, all right, dude.
I think I've seen him too.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. He's bald, kind of like skinny, but kind of big. But that guy needs to fucking chill. Like he's on another level. But it's funny though. Like I hear other podcasters, like this guy Chris Williamson I follow. He like talks about him. He's like, yeah, like I like routine too, but I also like to drink. So you know, I don't need to follow every step. You know, it's to each their own. And like I don't know. I like watching those podcasts because like there is some truth to it where they like it is like, okay, yeah, like we're telling you, you know, like make a schedule, make a routine, like not just because like as like really hard self-discipline, but like there's also some fun in it too. For example, like I feel the worst when I like don't have anything planned and I'm like, because it makes me fall into a pit of where I'm like on my phone for a ridiculous amount of time, or even just on this couch and just like I flip through YouTube videos for like 15 minutes and I don't even pick one, you know?
No, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good that's what I've been trying to do too, is like I have this little habit I'm trying to create where it's like I don't look at my phone till 9 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
That's so good. Like I'll either choose to read the book or I'll use my iPad. I make sure I kind of use my iPad as like a non-distraction thing. So it just has my journal, has YouTube on it, but like, but mainly my journal and none of the social medias and stuff. And I feel like it helps to having the iPad there instead of my phone.
Yeah, no, that's
I just
true.
leave my phone downstairs.
No, that's true. I mean, that's what I did with my phone too. Like, I don't have. Actually, no, I have YouTube as of now on it, but I don't have TikTok or Instagram on it. I keep that all on my iPad. That's another reason why I like having that too. Just because
I do it the opposite, where it's like TikTok.
Well, the thing is, like, if I have it on my phone, I know I'm gonna be looking at it so much because I'm always gonna have my phone just in case if I need to, because my whole calendar is on there.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I need to just look at that regardless.
Yeah.
And if it's on there, then I'm just gonna be like, ooh.
It'd be interesting to compare our screen times.
Oh my God, I checked mine this morning.
Yeah.
It used to be like 4 hours, but I was so bad this week, it's like 7 hours. I'm like, fuck.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 7 hours is a lot. That's like pretty much double what I did, what I do usually, you know?
Yeah, I notice when I time block my day, like I'll not look at my phone. Or if I have a session, I won't ever look at my phone.
Yeah.
When I'm like busy. But yeah, if I'm like fall off the wagon, I just start scrolling. I'm just like, oof.
You know what I am proud of though for Instagram on my For You page or my search page? No more bikini bitches. I cleaned it out.
What did you do for that?
Oh, I just like every time I was on Reels or if I was like flipping through, hot girl came up, not interested, not
Yeah,
interested, not
yeah.
interested. You're not getting me.
When me and Sarah first started dating, she called me out on that, and I was
Uh-huh.
like, whoa, actually, she's right. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, this is like not good.
No, yeah.
And I started doing it too, and I was like, I was fixing my feet. I was like, not interested, not interested. Don't show me this. Don't show me this.
Yeah. It's
And
really
it helps.
bad.
And then now mine is like just like my YouTube algorithm. It's just all music production
Same.
stuff.
Mine's like content creation stuff and then like sports stuff.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I was listening to Andrew Callahan. Do you know who that is?
It sounds oh, he's a Channel 5 guy?
Channel 5. And he was on Theo Fahn's podcast. And he was talking about how like a lot of his friends, like, he was like, yeah, I noticed on a lot of their For You pages just hot girls. And he was like, that can't be good because that's just another form of porn, but like on a like minute by minute basis, you know?
That's true.
Yeah. And it's also that joke too, because like I didn't want to be that guy that showed up on someone's page like when you see a hot girl and it's like you and Jeff like this too, and it's like you see your friend's name.
I've seen a joke of that. Yeah.
Oh my god, I have this one ex-coworker and he's like a little bit old, and he's white, and then every time, like I remember every time I would see like a hot Asian girl, I would always see his name on the like section. I'm like, oh my god, I can't see this anymore. I already know what this guy likes.
That's funny how Instagram would call people out like that.
Dude, I know. It's like, what a feature that is.
Yeah. And it's like one person.
Yeah.
It's like 1 million people plus Kevin.
It's so funny though, because like I would just see and be like, oh man, okay, I need to clean up my algorithm.
Did you know before you could see like all the people you follow who liked it or something like that?
Oh, like it would make a separate list?
Yeah, there was like a different like feed where it was like a long time ago. It was like the following feed, and then you just see what everyone following, what they're doing. Like this person liked this, that person liked that, this person followed this.
That's exposure.
I know. It was a long time ago though. I can't remember what it even looked like, but
oh my god,
it was really interesting.
That's interesting. Now when I scroll on Instagram, I actually time block that in.
Instagram?
Yeah.
I try to do that too, where it's like look at your phone time, or like for example, like even if I have to respond, the people are texting me, like I just don't respond. I have a time to like respond to texts. That helps too. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I need to fix that. That sounds like a good idea because sometimes I stop what I'm doing when I get a text message. Yeah. But
you know, the feature I do love that I recently discovered is the silence unknown callers. Did you know about that?
What?
So like if you just type in your iPhone silence unknown callers, you can it will just, if it's a number that you don't have saved, unknown, it will just silence it, and then you don't even hear it ring. And then once it's done, the call's done, it will send to the voicemail. On the other end, it will sound like, oh, he's just not picking up. He didn't like cancel it. And then sends the voicemail, and then I'll get a notification. It's like, oh, phone call silenced, and then if they left the voicemail or not.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
The only thing I would worry about is like, for example, I went to get my car for an oil change. I didn't want to walk out. I told him to call me. Like I would just have to remember to do that. But in general, that's not bad because I probably get like 4 of those a week.
Yeah. Same. And that happened to me too recently. Like a package was supposed to be delivered, and they had to call, and then just got silenced, and then But I think it's worth it still. Like that outweighs the, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have more ways to optimize our phones. So.
Yeah.
But what do you call it? We are 2 full months of episodes by this time of the recording.
Yeah.
You know that?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Do you feel like it's getting harder or easier with the
It's getting
editing?
easier.
Yeah.
I have a good routine where I'm like, okay, I'm only going to do these to the videos, and then next week I'm going to block out time to improve it. I don't know if you noticed, but I've been adding stuff like every other week.
Yeah, I like it. Like I like how you've been adding like the photos to the shorts and stuff.
B-roll. I've been adding B-roll. I've been modifying my process. So like I do all the main cuts in Final Cut, and then I bring it to CapCut to make that short version. Because you know what's great about CapCut is that it'll also help you make a cover within there too. So it's just like a lot easier.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
You sound like an ad right now, like as if they're sponsoring this.
Hey man.
That's what I hate about like tutorial videos a lot, or any gear videos. Like you know, my YouTube video is all music stuff or music gear, and like it's always people reviewing gear, but then you don't know that there's like they don't make it obvious that they're sponsoring it. So they can't really say anything bad. So you're watching it and you're like, oh my God, this is great. But in actuality, they're being paid to like advertise it. It's like so annoying, dude.
You gotta get that bag, man.
That's true. That's true. They call them like synth influencers. Synthfluencers.
I mean, what if you were good at creating content like that? Wouldn't you do the same thing?
Yeah, maybe, I guess, but I wouldn't want to do that. Then I don't know. Maybe I have to think about that.
That'd be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
But going back to the podcast, it's been going really good.
Yeah.
Editing is going really well. There's just, one thing I wish would happen.
What?
If the guy I did it with helped promote it too. Guys, if I go on the Two Tracks podcast right now, I go down the post. Mikhail hasn't accepted invited the collaborator.
The thing is,
Mick hasn't accepted as a tag, and you told me to do that too.
You did, and then I noticed that it was like overtaking my thing because it was overtaking my profile, dude. Like
you could hide it though, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, fine. You don't have to. I could just tag you and it won't show up on there. But the thing is, you don't even put it on your story. I look on your story. Pierre. Oh, I'm in the desert. Pierre. Oh, I'm in the studio. Pierre. Nothing of Two Tracks, dude. And I work so hard on those clips.
You're right.
And I'm like, he doesn't even promote it.
I know, because I feel like I have to create a balance. I don't have a balance yet. I'm like trying to get my content together too.
Your content?
Yeah, as a music producer, because that's what I am.
Okay, but there are at least one or two a week that you could at least share.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah. I feel like I started getting like, oh shit, like my whole feed's just gonna be podcasts. Like I got in my head and I was like, oh, everyone's just gonna be like, oh, he's a podcaster. He's a podcaster now. He's not a producer and stuff. And then I was just like, oh my God, I gotta like balance this out. So I'm like trying to record content of my studio sessions that will like mix in with the podcast, like my original idea with the podcast was like, oh, let it show my personality, because most people know me for music and they follow me because of my music, and then if I give them more content of like me in sessions and then me producing music, and then on top of that, other content from our podcast because it shows my personality, then it would be a good mix, But I've been lacking on my actual music producer content.
Well, all I'm asking you is just one a week, okay?
Yeah.
I make at least 4 of those videos.
I want to share it to I'll share it to my story for sure. But sometimes I feel like when I look at my real side, it's just like boom, the podcast. Yeah. I was just like,
okay,
woo.
That's fair. But what I do, that's what I thought for mine too. But I just take it off my grid. Yeah. You could archive it or something like that.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, but I'll just
because it's like a lot of people follow me for music, right? And maybe I'm just in my own head about it, but like they're following me for music, and then they're just seeing me talk about Filipino food, and they're like, I don't care about the Filipino food. I want to hear the music you're making. Unfollow. But you know what? God. It's funny. I've only gained followers since we started.
You've only gained followers. That's great.
Lost.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's great. You should promote it more. Maybe
I knew you were gonna bring this up because I'd be looking at my messages and it just says like. 8 new messages from Two Tracks podcast. I'm just like, I'm getting scared. I know that this conversation is gonna come up with Noel.
It's been getting better.
Yeah,
I would say on Instagram it still needs like a little bit more work because. So I've been watching the average watch time and like at first it was like 8 seconds. Now it's like we're up to 13, 15. So it's a little slowly increasing.
And that's on the shorts.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say like 13 seconds on our.
Oh no!
I was like, damn.
No, not on our full ones.
Yeah.
But what do you call it? On TikTok, we were at 40, 50, but the last 4 that I posted have all hit like 700 and all hit above 40 likes. So
you say we're doing best at TikTok?
No, I'm just saying like we're seeing more improvement there. I think I'm learning now is that I can't post the same kind of shorts on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram.
You have to make 3 different edits for each
topics. Platform? So, for example, like some of the ones we're gonna put out, like the more like kind of like serious / this is a serious topic ish. Yeah. I'm gonna stick to those on Instagram. But then like the funny ones where it's like hyper dopamine.
Yeah.
TikTok and YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, like Filipino food is gross.
Yeah,
TikTok.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I'm gonna be doing that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like. This content thing I've always been scared to do, and then we're doing it, and then It's good though because
Yeah.
now it's like it's forcing me like okay, it's time because the podcast stuff is kicking off. It's you have to post the content on that.
Yeah.
You have to balance it with your production stuff too. Like where's the production stuff?
No, I get that.
Yeah.
No, me too. I mean, like I still get scared doing it and like posting it, but I'm just like, all right, dive in the deep end, you know? Like,
yeah. You just have to dive in, and you're right.
Yeah.
I wish like it could be like 3 producer content stuff, and then like 1 podcast is what I want the ratio to be, where it's like as far as how my profile looks like, you know. But I think it's good at the end of the day that 2 Tracks has its own page, you know. It could be just a thing where we just repost it to our stories, you know, tag us in the stories, you know. And and the collaborator ones we could still do. I don't know, is the collaborator thing good or bad, or
that's something we could look up. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But going back to your music content.
Yeah.
I feel like you've been working on it for a couple months now. And like with me, right? I have not touched channel mix since like the last time I recorded a set.
Yeah.
What do you think is like holding you back?
I've been recording it, but then I run into issues. Like for example, the one I did when I had a session with Sabrina and Heavy Mellow, it was the audio was choppy. Like I was like, so it wasn't. And I think it's something with OBS or something, but I feel like the actual audio isn't choppy. It's just the program QuickTime I'm running it in. So I'm gonna throw it into. Is CapCut free? I could just throw it into CapCut.
CapCut is free.
Okay, I'll throw it in there and see if the audio is actually.
Yeah, they
bad.
have a desktop version. That's what I've been using this whole time.
But it looks sick though.
What?
The reels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have it set up so I could just hit record during our session, and I don't have to like do anything. I have the actual mics, so whoever's singing, like you could hear it separately. And then Sarah has those wireless mics that all the influencers use, and I kind of have that set, like one on me and then one by the couch, so I could capture the conversation too. And I could just do like a whole edit later, you know. So I'm just gonna try Final Cut. I mean, what's it? CapCut. Yeah. I could be able to just do like an edit.
And you could do horizontal on there too. It's not just vertical.
Yeah, I have it set up for. I was trying to do it where I could do horizontal and vertical, so I could do both. Like if I wanted to post to YouTube, but I was like, just focus on one thing right now. Just do vertical. So I set it all in vertical. Yeah, and I said fuck 4K. I was like, I'm just gonna do both 1080p's, and then I have it in the 1080p's both in a 4K frame. So it's just recording on one screen, and then when I bring it into one of the editing programs, I could just crop it to the 1080 or that 1080. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it took a while. I'm not gonna lie. And then I'm not doing it every day. It's like I have to work on songs, and then if I have a day, then I'll be like, okay, then today's the day I'm gonna keep attacking the reels. But it looks good. Like I even like made up my own frame to see how it looked like on Instagram Reels and TikTok, and like to make sure that like the UI shit, like the hearts and the text and captions, how it blocks some of the footage. Like I made the framing of it so it's like not so it doesn't get in the way. Yeah.
That's true.
But it's coming.
Okay.
I feel like the one that I did yesterday was like really good. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who was here yesterday?
Sabrina and Heavy Mellow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Really good producer. We went to college together. He's a funny guy too.
I wonder if I met him.
I feel like he might have.
I don't know. I was being a little bit of an introvert yesterday because I wanted to get some videos done.
Oh, nice. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, you should always mingle with the artists that come over too.
You know what's weird? I feel like I've noticed this. It's like sometimes I feel like when I get around creative people, and I feel like I'm creative too, but sometimes I feel like I don't like belong in the room. Is that weird? Yeah.
I feel maybe like I feel like Sarah acts that way too. Like whenever I feel like she never wants to go in the studio.
Yeah.
Like enter the room.
Yeah.
And I'm like, y'all create. Like,
no, like sometimes I want to like enter in the room when it's like you and Damar because like I like the house music stuff, but like I don't know, like even with like with like Elisa, I was hanging out with her and friends, and like all of them do like creative stuff full time, and like even then I like felt so like I was like I don't know if I belong here, you know? It's
why?
Weird. I don't know. I feel like it's because like I'm so scared of getting to the conversation of what I do, and like the coming up like, oh, I work in tech, you know?
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels weird. I don't know.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard for me to relate because I've just always been a creative person.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if it was the opposite, where it's like, oh, if I walked into a room with a bunch of tech dudes.
I don't think it's opposite for you because when I took you to that work thing at Magic Castle, this guy, right? I took him to Magic Castle. We were taking a client out, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, "Where is he for dinner?" He's sitting with all my clients, like, and they're all laughing. He's like, "Oh, Mik!" I'm like, "All right, dude."
It's funny. I just feel like I feel like you have to. I need to exercise like the social muscle, you know, because like I feel like after having a dog and you're in a relationship, like you get comfortable and we don't really go out, So I was like, I need to exercise the muscle.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay,
It was fun. But yeah, the Magic Castle thing, dude, I love that.
Yeah, we might be doing it again, so I'll let you know.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
I was talking about it. So I took out another client. So what I do for work is we take clients out as an outing, but it's pretty much like a schmoozing fest.
I love it.
But we took them out to Nobu, and they were like, "Yo, we really liked it when you took us out to Magic Castle last time." And I was like, I was to my
because your brother, he's so cool.
No, it was a different client actually, but I'm sure they would love you too. But what do you call it? They were like, "Oh, we wish you could go again," and we were like, "We could get that set up." So
wow,
it might be coming soon. So
it was kind of easier for me in that situation that you took me to because they worked in music, like Live Nation or whatever they were.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
but I don't know.
This client wouldn't be that cool. They're straight ad agency.
Hey, it's another social test I could try.
That's true.
True.
That's true. I mean, I don't think they vape, so don't bring around the vape.
Oh my god, I'm thinking about quitting. I bought this. I didn't buy it. I downloaded this app. It's called the Quitting Vape app, and then you put in a date when you want to quit, and then it just reminds me every day. You have 38 days. You have 37 days. And I'm like, I was trying to time it until my stock of vapes end, and then I just gotta warn everyone that lives in this house.
I know.
When that the first week is gonna be.
I know.
I'm gonna be an angry person.
I know. I'm gonna stay away from you. I'm gonna stay in my room that week. Speaking of quitting things, next week will be 3 months without marijuana, guys. 3 months without marijuana.
Right. I haven't even smelt it.
Yeah.
I dabbled in a little marijuana. Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah. No. You dabbled in it recently?
Yeah, I dabbled in a little bit of marijuana. Koda, our neighbor, walked by and he works at a dispensary, and then he had these little like 1 mg no, it was like this thing you put into a drink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
like
it was
a mixture thing.
Yeah, it was like 1 mg, and then I was mixing it with the Topo Chicos, and
were you 420 high?
No, I didn't feel anything. It reminded me of when I was like trying to do CBD. I was like, I don't think this is working.
Oh,
but
gotcha.
I think it was all placebo.
Okay,
but I tried it. It was cool.
Yeah, man. It's been interesting. I mean, so last time I did 3 months was the first year I lived here, and that was just like a pretense to Coachella, so like I could be like a good boy for those 3 months, and then Coachella, bad boy again, everything.
Go hard.
Yeah, but I'm trying to make this last for as long as I can, honestly. Like, yeah, it's weird. I feel like,
but you didn't like the feeling when you were high, right?
No. So the reason why I decided like I needed to try quitting was because like I would do it every night, and I know every night I would have at least 2 hours of paranoia.
Oh,
like straight paranoia.
Oh, I think you're like me, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We talked about this, right?
That's how it happened for me. Like,
yeah.
I noticed that weed was just not the same anymore.
Yeah.
And then I would take breaks, and each break would get longer and longer. Like after 3 months, I was like, oh, let me try weed again and see if I like it. And then, like for example, the last time was like that one Christmas. I bought weed. No one was home. It was just me and Pierre. I was like, I'm gonna smoke weed and watch movies. See what it's like. Hated it. Absolutely hated it.
See, that's the thing, right? I would know I would have paranoia, and I would totally expect it, but I would still have this fiending feeling for it. Like sometimes I would try to do it without it, and then like I'm like in bed and sleep and curled up trying to fall asleep, and then I just see it at the edge of my bed. It's like, take me, smoke me, fall asleep. And then every time I would fall for it, and then I would just like hit it.
Yeah.
But then like finally I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna buy one.
Yeah.
And then the first night or the first 2 nights was really hard because like I kept on looking at my phone because I was like, all right, what time does the dispensary close? Maybe I can make it by then.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Then
I still have the weed from.
Don't tell me.
Christmases ago.
Oh my god.
And then when Indio Cello came over.
Uh,
He runs like a weed farm in
uh-huh.
somewhere,
Oh, okay. That's
and
cool.
yeah, he gave me one of the weeds he grew, and then I
Uh-huh.
was like, you want a joint? And I was like, yeah, sure. And
Uh-huh.
I have it, but that's gonna stay there for like 2 years.
Yeah, hide that
But I
shit
don't know.
from
I
me.
think it's cool. Like, if you want to try it again, do it, and then you'll realize that you don't like it.
No, well, this is
You'll
the thing though.
keep.
I feel like that's like going back to like the whole partying thing that we talked about and
Mhm.
drinking before. I feel like I have like before I could go back, I feel like I need to unlearn like a very addictive behavior I have. I don't think I was an addict yet, but like I felt like I was getting there because like I think I just learned how to use like any kind of like alcohol or drug
Mhm.
to kind of like escape a negative feeling,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or like to deal with a negative feeling. And
Mhm.
like I feel like I need to unlearn that before I even dabble back into marijuana. Because the thing with marijuana and
Mm.
alcohol, it's so easy to get,
Yeah, yeah.
and like
You're right.
I don't get tired of it. It's like
Yeah.
so easy to get, very easy to use. Like the other stuff, right? Like I like taking breaks with it, but with those two specifically, it's like, oh, I can have it all the time,
Yeah.
So
That's gonna be me and vapes, dude.
yeah, that'll be
Mhm.
interesting. Scary,
Yeah.
but interesting. Have you talked to Cassie at all about it?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
And when I do talk about it with her, she makes it sound very scary. Like, I think the last time I talked to her about it, she
Uh-huh.
said she was probably like 3, 4 years off
Uh-huh.
of it by then.
Uh-huh.
And then I talked to her and she's like, I still think about it every day. I'm like, damn. Or like, I still think about it. I'm like, oh my gosh.
You know what though? I think that's fine though, because like
Mhm.
I don't know, like I feel like yes, addict is a bad like it's not good to be an addict, but I feel like addict is not as maybe not unique. I think it's more common than people think.
Mhm.
Like people have some kind of addiction in their
Oh yeah,
life,
100%.
and like people, a lot of
Sarah,
it is
caffeine.
Caffeine, exactly, caffeine.
Everyone has it.
So it's like it's okay to. I think it's okay to always have like that thought where it's like, oh, it's tempting me. Like I don't think
Yeah.
that makes you worse. I think that's just part of your life. But like,
Yeah.
I'm sure she has a way to deal with it now where she doesn't feel like she needs to do it all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like what I'm gonna do when the time I have to quit, I'm just gonna, ease off on it, do like the nicotine gum, the toothpicks. Because I feel like it's also the fixation for me of just like, doing something with my hand.
That's true. That's true.
I've been experimenting with it. Like, I have a pack of toothpicks, and like during
Mhm.
my sessions, because I was like, since I've been recording my sessions,
Mhm.
like I hate that I'm watching me. I'm like, oh my god, I'm hitting my vape all the time. And then yesterday I replaced it with a toothpick,
Uh-huh.
and it was like it helped a lot. So maybe
Oh, okay.
toothpicks and then mix of nicotine gum.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, with me right now with weed and my replacement is just staying up watching YouTube videos at the moment. But I mean, I guess it's better than weed. So yeah.
It's weird though. I feel like weed made me feel like it's a paranoia, but then a weird paranoia where it's like, for example, when I was watching the last time I smoked weed was what, 2 Christmases ago or last
Mhm.
Christmas?
Mhm.
Last Christmas, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna bought some ice cream. Then I was like, I knew exactly what movie I wanted to watch,
Mhm.
and I smoked the weed, and then the weed was like telling me in my head was like, you shouldn't be watching a movie right now. You should be making music. You should be doing this. You should be doing that.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, and then it completely ruined the movie. I didn't even eat my ice cream.
Yeah.
I didn't even because it was like, nah, dude, you should be eating this ice cream.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't think weed's bad for me. I don't know what it is, but it's like a
Yeah.
weird.
No, I think weed is bad for me, but
Yeah.
I think I could. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how
Mhm.
I feel. I think I'm just like one. I know I've already like decided that by some early year in my 30s,
Mhm.
I want to do like a whole year just sober. Because like
Mm.
that I've been like partying for like or like doing like other substances for so long now, or it's like yeah, it's like I can't imagine myself doing it for a year. And if I could do it for a year, then like that's just gonna give me like the ultimate confidence that
Yeah.
I could do anything,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're talking about weed and vapes and stuff. Mom and dad are gonna watch this.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. At least we're trying.
Yeah, we're making effort, Mom. We're making progress, okay?
Are you smoking the devil's lettuce?
When she comes back in November,
Oh my
she's
god.
like, okay, let me see your house.
Let me smell your fingers.
Let me smell your fingers.
Oh my
okay, I don't
gosh.
smell weed. Where's the vape?
Oh my god. I think that's a good to end off our episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went for a while, like 45 minutes almost.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Episode 9, isn't it?
Yes, episode 9.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
Ooh.